coverage on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. This is Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Well, James Harden is both famous and infamous with his skill at getting to the foul line. Some don't like it, but Harden says free throws are a part of basketball. Either you're going to foul me or I'm going to score. Putting the pressure on the defense like that is tough. That's what makes a good player. Kevin, no lies told there.
Well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. The entire offseason leading up to tonight, Steve, as a player, do you already know if your team has a chance to be special this early?
You know, Kevin, yeah, you do. And I think the teams that I've been on and teams that you see and saying we don't have a chance to win, you try to trick yourself. You're looking at management and ownership. Can we make a deal throughout this year to get us in contention? But you got to be realistic. You know the team that you don't have a chance to win the championship.
So the Nets starting five. Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant in at the 4. And for the Hawks, we've got Bogdan Bogdanovic. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. It's Herter in at the 3. Now here's Irving. KD dishes to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Floats one up, and the layup is good. Harden's got the opening basket of the game for Brooklyn.
And you talk about the best ball handlers in the league. Don't forget about James Harden.
Young outside. Over Irving. Shot's good from Young.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 37-point game against Golden State.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the night.
And plenty of Hawks fans were despondent when the team decided to rebuild, but that dejection has turned into excitement.
The team plays hard every night. They have an entertaining style, and they have a lot of young talent. It may not be long before they're a real threat in the East. That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
Durant against Collins. Pass to Young. Over Irving. And Young with the basket on the assist by Collins. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Look, this is how you draw it up coming out of the locker room. 3 of 3 so far.
Irving passes to KD. Lobs it up for Jordan. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Shot's good from Young.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Irving passes to KD. And the layup's good off the glass.
With his long strides, Durant can gather at the three-point line and still get all the way to the rim.
Young taking his time here. The shot that time not on target. Some solid defense from Harris.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Does a good job of making quick reads and quick decisions off ball screens. Young always looking under control.
Now here is Irving. Pass to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Durant, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. He gets
and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
Young against Irving. Shots good from Young.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Nets trail by 5. Harden outside. Here's Irving. No good off the front iron. For Atlanta, they've gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Here's Herter. Guarded by Harris. It's good.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Irving. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's Jordan to top the key. Back to Irving. Over Young. Offensive rebound, Nets. And that's good. Kyrie Irving for 3.
A moon shot from Kyrie. He's a monster for distance.
Young passes to Collins. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Guarded by Harden. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
All right, here's a look at stats for Irving. Great showing for him last season. Checking in at about 24 points per, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
Bogdanovich up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Irving with the bounce pass. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
It looks like a toy hoop for him. KD throws down with ease.
Young passes to Collins. Irving against Young. Floats one, and Jordan sends it back. Jumps up and finished up by KD.
You know, people underestimate the speed of Durant. He gets up court quickly.
Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Herter. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. The pass to Capella. Jordan with some nice D.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And that one's good, Irving.
I like this from Kyrie. Looking for a high percentage shot, settling for nothing less.
Outside Collins. He kicks it to Young. And Jordan sends it back.
Can't be careless with DeAndre is around. He slaps shots back with some real authority.
Irving against Young. Shot from 12. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Bogdanovich looking around. Kicks to Collins. Pass to Young. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Durant wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target. And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 2. Here's Herter. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
Now here's Durant. 8 points for him. Irving with the ball. Harden outside. Collins grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. Out of Wake Forest, John Collins quickly emerging as a top-notch scorer. A tremendous finisher, and his range extends out beyond the arc. as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. And players with big numbers on losing teams can be accused of empty stats. So, Greg, you take Collins's with a grain of salt?
You look at his field goal percentage, high 50s. He's not just a high usage player. He is highly efficient.
With the break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounders. DeAndre Jordan third. And, of course, Clint Capella.
But these guys are always around the hoop, always with a nose for the ball. A dominant season inside for both.
Back to Collins. Here's Herter. He's got 6. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Young pass to Herter. Here's Collins. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And now the fast break, Durant with the ball. Over Bogdanovich, and he overshot that one, missing.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Moving against Young. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense there from Irving. And here are the Nets. They're on a 14-6 run. No good from Durant.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
They get it again. Here's Bogdanovich. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
On the wing, Harris to the paint. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Outside Bogdanovich. Now here's Collins. He's coming off a 28-point game against New York. Capella trying to free himself up. Shots good from Young.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Irving against Young. Outside, KD. 5 on the clock. Misses off the left iron. The Hawks leading. Puts it up. Rebound, Brooklyn. Durant's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And KD's got the ball here for Brooklyn. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And that is why DeAndre is such a high percentage shooter. Wow.
And it's the Hawks ball. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Clint Capella, he's coming off an excellent season. 2nd in field goal percentage, 5th in rebounding, and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And you pointed out his ranking as the 2nd best shooter in the league last season. I think with a little extra work, he could become #1 this time around. Drains it from beyond the arc.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
Now, here is Young. He's got 12. Outside Collins. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
What's interesting about John Collins, he plays fast, but he's also measured in his approach.
The Hawks shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And that one falls for Collins. And so he makes both from the line.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Harden the pass to Irving. Over Young. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
He got it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
And the long arms of Durant, so disruptive. He takes up a lot of airspace.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Brooklyn. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. And we'll be right back after this. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league, it's a lot different than it was before.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bembry out there with Teague, and it's Jones in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Harden gets the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Here's Bembry. Collins up top. Guarded by KD. Collins kicks to T. He can't hit that time. Jordan with some nice D. Outside, KD. And KD throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Teague. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Bembry the pass to Collins. And finish off by Collins.
Coming out of screen and roll, Collins shows great body control and flexibility as an athlete.
Inside, here's KD. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Collins.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. The Nets shooting their first free throw tonight.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
a low drama perspective, Steve, which stars do you think would be the easiest to play alongside and be their teammate?
I think Kawhi Leonard for sure, Kevin.
Yeah.
Doesn't say much, just goes out and plays. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Jokic, a lot of those superstars. I think Paul George is another guy that goes out and just plays. So there's a few out there that would love to play alongside.
There's Dinwiddie after the made shot from John Collins. Dinwiddie with it, picked up by Teague. Harden way outside. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. Now, he doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. And Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Atlanta calls timeout. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league. So a moment now to see the story on Jeff Teague. Good season for him last year. He averaged about 12 points per game last year, 8 assists and 2 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
Now here's Teague. No points in the game yet for him. Dinwiddie with some nice D.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
To the middle. Here's Harden. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, this is Jordan's mindset, trying to extend the play and convert that effort into points.
Teague against Dinwiddie. Teague kicks to Hunter. Pass to Collins. Jones with the bounce pass. Here's Bembry. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 17-point lead, their biggest. Here's Harden. And Jones sends it back. And now here comes Teague leading the break. And Luwawu-Cabarrot is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Get out on Teague.
Teague, the pass to Bembry. Rebounded by the Nets. Here's Harden on the wing. Teague covering. It's tipped. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Pass to Bembry. And here is Hunter. Collins kicks to Teague. 6 on the shot clock. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Dinwiddie. And that's 19 points for KD.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Atlanta calls timeout. We see it all the time, Smitty. The league doing more to protect the landing zone of shooters. But for some guys, they're using that forward momentum to change that landing spot. What do you think of that?
Kevin, this is a great debate because as an offensive guy, I know you see a guy launching, I might change my shot and start to go forward just in case I can get a foul if it doesn't make the shot. This is a tough call to call. It's going to be like the charge block, I think, in some years to come.
And the Nets making a change here. You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of if you don't want your pocket picked. Here are last season's steals leaders. James Harden is second.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
Teague surveying the D. The pass to Collins. Here's Jones. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 23 points for him the last game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
Hawks shooting about 42% so far. T kicks to Bembry. Passes it to Hunter. They need this, and the layup is up and in.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Down low, here's Durant. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 6 assists here tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now here's Teague. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He's good with the little jumper in close.
Hitting only 1 of 5 this quarter. He's in a little bit of a slump, but it looks like he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Dinwiddie against Teague. And Hunter over to help. No good from Luwawu.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Now here's Teague. From past the arc. Offensive rebound.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
It's stolen by Jones. And here is Hunter. He's coming off a 13-point game against New York.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Nets leading by 22. To the inside. Deflects the pass. Claxton drops in the layup for 2. Claxton's got his first basket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Collins dishes to Teague. Lets a floater go, and that's 2 points on the layup. Teague's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Pass to Luwawu, takes a 3, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And Teague's got the ball here for Atlanta. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Bembry misses.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Harden gets the bucket.
Building off a solid first quarter, he's been lights out here in the second.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Bembry kicks to Collins. Lays it up off the glass. Collins has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Teague against Harden. Teague can't hit.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
And the jam by...
Talk about all the things Durant can do, but scoring still what he does best. What a night. This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
Here's Dinwiddie after the made shot from Jeff Teague. Pass to Claxton. .156 left in the first half. Down low. Here's Dinwiddie. That shot off. Excellent D that time from Jones. Here's Hunter. Rebounded by the Nets. Luwawu's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Coach Pierce works as an assistant general manager in the offseason. Steve able to learn that side of things and have a voice in acquisitions.
That's very important. They are building something special in Atlanta. He's going to play a big role in that as well.
Here's Bembry. James Harden picking up that last basket. Now the feed to Collins. Shot clock at 5. Hunter kicks to Collins. This one for 3. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Here's Claxton. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Now T. 6 points for him. Now the pass to Hunter. Outside Collins. He dishes it to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From beyond the arc. Bembry misses.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Dinwiddie against Teague. Inside, Collins. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Spencer Dinwiddie.
Very hard not to foul a guy who's in constant motion. Collins once again bringing the energy.
Atlanta shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
The first one falls. And so Collins nails both of them. Irving looking over the floor, shoots the 3, and so it's Brooklyn having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. James Harden led the way in the first half. He ended up with 24 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
As we've seen, the deceiving quickness of Harden makes him so difficult to guard. He can go from slow to fast in an instant. Can stop on a dime, or he can take you all the way to the rack.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Well, they struggled in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Harris, and it's Durant, and it's Jordan in its center. Unloads, and it's Durant, that time on the assist by Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one. Young against Irving. Young inside, over Irving. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And Smitty, the city of Atlanta, as you know, has really embraced Trae Young.
Kevin, they call him Ice Trae. The franchise handed him the keys, and he's running with it.
Irving double team. 5 to shoot. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He has 7. Left side, Collins. From about 16. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Collins has got 12.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Irving passes to Durant. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Passes to Collins. Dishes to Bogdanovich. With the teardrop, DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. On the wing, Harris. He kicks it to Harden. The teardrop falls in. Harden's got 26 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Pass to Young. Back to Bogdanovich. There's the 3. Young's shot is off.
Ugly start to this half, hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
And it's good for 2.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
And Harden with the stuff.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
And here are the Nets. It's a 12-2 run here, good pace. And finished off by KD.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
The shot's good. 14 points for Trae Young.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
Feeds it to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Now, here is Young. He's got 14. Shoots over KD. And that one hits back iron.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties. One of the most powerful dunkers in this league. DeAndre, though, showing off his creativity.
Some terrific NBA players right now out of Michigan State. Smitty, we know that's your alma mater. Which of those guys do you enjoy watching the most?
Kevin, I really enjoy watching all of them because I've got a close relationship with all our Michigan State Spartans. Gary Harris, Draymond Green, Jaren Jackson Jr., Bryn Forbes, Denzel Valentine, and the list goes on. I love because I watch them and I know they're going to come out and play extremely hard because of Tom Izzo and the Michigan State brand of basketball.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Takes the 3. But they get it back. Capella kicks to Young. From downtown, knocks down the 3-ball. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's calm. He's confident. Young has that it factor.
Pass to Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Young from outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Irving passes to Harden. Harden draws the double. Jordan dishes to Irving. Nets passing it around. And there's the pass to Harden. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. The shot, no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Passes it to Herter. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Herter's got 10.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
Pass to Irving. To the paint. Here's Harris. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harris has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Brooklyn's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Irving double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's Atlanta now. Atlanta's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Young finds Capella. Irving against Young. Clock at 6. Rebound, Brooklyn. Durant dishes to Irving. Lobs it up for Jordan. Hammers the alley-oop through. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 12 rebounds.
Fantastic isolation player, Kyrie. But on that play, he made a play for others.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Over Harden. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Durant, no good. Here's Herter. 10 points for him. From deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. Irving's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle. Here's Harden.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
It's his first trip to the line.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
Free throw good. James Harden. Hunter's checked in for the Hawks. And a change for the Nets. Garrett Temple has checked in for Harris. He's perfect from the line this time. Hawks shooting right around 41% from the field in quarter 3. Young against Irving. Young inside. Here's the teardrop. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Brooklyn.
We call it off the bus range. Trae Young can shoot from the half-court logo with confidence.
The first free throw is good. And that deep range opens up everything for Trae Young.
You have to take away his airspace, Kevin, as soon as he crosses midcourt. And with this tight handle, he punishes the defense when they apply pressure.
And the Nets making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. And so Young nails them both.
Some players drift in and out of the action. Trae, he's always right in the middle of things.
Doubled by Bogdanovich. To the paint, Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Bogdanovich passes to Hunter. To the inside. Herter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The 19th pick in 2018 out of Maryland. Kevin Herter with the positional size and skill to adapt well to the NBA game.
And with that skill level, Herter's a triple threat offensively.
Not just a standstill shooter, he can function as a secondary ball handler, creating for himself and others.
And the first one at the line is good.
They call him Red Velvet. Kevin Huerter, out of the University of Maryland, proved he can stripe it from day one.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Greg Herter, the 19th pick back in 2018, sweet touch and at 6'7". Good size at the shooting guard position.
And the Hawks general manager, Travis Schlenk, coming from the Warriors, with Trae Young and Kevin Huerter. The Hawks hoping they have a kind of Splash Brothers East.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Bogdanovich dishes to Young. Out to the right wing. Capella, the pass to Hunter. Unloads from 13. Brooklyn with the rebound. Dinwiddie's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jordan at the elbow. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Young against Irving. Shots good from Young. Young's got 14 points here in the second half.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
And Temple kicks to KD. Jordan dishes to KD. Durant drawing the double team. Here's Temple. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Temple's got his first 3 points of the game.
I love how Durant keeps his eyes up, scanning for someone with a better look.
And the pass to Young. And the jumper is good. Young's got 28 points for the game.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Irving kicks to Durant. Pulls up, high post. Again, the Nets for 2. 1:27 left in the third. Young passes to Capella. Dinwiddie against Bogdanovich. Passes it to Huerter. 6 on the shot clock. Young outside. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. And it's blocked by Jordan. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Count that one. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
Out in transition, Kyrie finds his spot down the court. Finishes the job.
Bogdanovich passes to Huerter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 2 points. That one goes. 30 points for Trae Young.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Doubled by Bogdanovich. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
He entered the league with almost no offensive game. Jordan has worked hard, and tonight you see the fruits of his labor.
Capella kicks to Bogdanovich. There's the dish to Young. Fires the 3. But they'll get another chance. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Now here's Durant. Defense right on him. Here's Temple. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Brooklyn with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching him today. Barring a disaster, it would appear they've got this game in the bag. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Jones. Hunter is out there with Labissiere. Then there's Teague, and it's Bembry in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Poked away. It's stolen by Teague. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Dinwiddie kicks to Temple. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
Pass to Hunter. Dishes it to Teague. With the NBA looking to improve officiating, Smitty, they'd like to revise the rule book to more closely match the way the game is played. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, we have to evolve. I think now the game has evolved to more three-point shots, so you got to look at also defense, hand checking, and now we're talking about a lot about, you know, room for guys to land, whether it's a foul or not. So I think it will evolve, and it should be because the game is evolving.
And the Hawks making a change here. Carter's checked in. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Bembry shot good. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Brooklyn in control. Over to the wing. Here's Temple. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Back to Dinwiddie. Just 5 on the clock. Buries it down low.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Bembry the pass to Labissiere. Down low. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Well, we know, Steve, the NBA looking at lowering the draft eligibility age from 19 to 18. The one-and-dones would be gone. You like the move?
I do like the move, Kevin. I would just love to have a lot of things in place for these younger guys, whether they're 18, 19, some guys at 25, just something in place to help these guys, especially some of the things they're having problems with off the court and also financially. Have some kind of third eye to be able to help these guys.
And this is where the G League comes into play, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
A free throw off from Vince Carter.
Yeah, Carter, just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers the game has ever seen, a top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight. Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Here's Labissiere. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
And whenever the D is right up on him, Labissiere is superb at getting his shot off quickly, leaving the D with no time to react.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Llewellyn, defended by Jones. 6 to shoot. Launches a 3, and the Nets another 3.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Labissiere finds Teague. You know, Steve, the business part of the NBA, very strong. But Commissioner Silver doesn't want to be complacent either.
No, he doesn't. He's always been forward thinking. They're doing a good job of being proactive and doing a good job of just throwing out ideas. And what I love the most, Kevin, working with the Players Association.
I'm with you. Claxton, no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Carter kicks to Teague. And it's Slammed in by Teague.
And if you give Teague a look at the lane, he'll take it without a second thought. He loves to drive to the rim.
Clemens, Teague covering, and Jones sends it back. Inside, Bembry's shot good.
Just a great job there from Teague to locate where his teammate was and get the ball to him on time.
The Nets have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Cephalosha with it, picked up by Teague. The pass to Claxton. It's stolen by Labissiere. Here's Bembry. The quick look, no good that time. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And there's the call on Garrett Temple. That is his first foul of the game. Steve, it seems like criticism of NBA officials is reaching a very interesting level. We see players, coaches, and now even executives confronting these officials over their calls.
You know, I know we love the word transparency, but I think also for these referees, because of technology as well, we're seeing these players from so many different angles. And all we want to talk about, if we're coaches and executives and players, are the plays they miss. And I think that's what we're, putting too much energy in.
But they recover it. And Labissiere gets it to go.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Temple. Cephalosha with it. Here's Clemens. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
Especially given the height disadvantage. I love the way he created space for his shot.
The shot's good from Carter.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Temple, the pass to Claxton. You know, Smitty, the NBA more active now in developing players before they enter the NBA. Not just the fundamentals, but the values of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. The league has been taking a hands-on approach. There's nothing wrong with teaching the next generation life lessons about the sport and through the sport.
Here's Carter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First free throw is good. Carter hits them both. The Nets have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Clemens, Teague covering. Passes to Musa. Pass to Temple. Launches it. Doesn't go for him. So Atlanta will take it the other way. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Out left to the wing. Claxton, the pass to Clemens. Here's Claxton. Good on the triple.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
This year kicks to Teague. Immense concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
And all those hours in the weight room paying off right there for Teague. Nice finish through the contact.
Here's Musa, defended by Carter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And the Nets with possession here. Here's Claxton. 5 to shoot. Pass to Clemens. Fires from deep.
Teague anticipated every move on that play and was right there to meet him each step of the way. Great defense.
Steve, the G League is now offering select contracts worth $125,000. They want to attract prospects straight out of high school. What do you think of that?
You know, I like it, Kevin, and I think I'd love to see that number go up and up, and I like the opportunity for some of those guys to be able to go straight out of high school. It's good for some, it's bad for others, but I think you have to give those guys that opportunity.
And they have been relentless from deep, and you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
There's the pass to Bembry. To the left wing. Here's Labissiere. The rebound by the Nets. Clemens. Teague covering. Here's Clemens. Nails the baby hook.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Atlanta's shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Bembry the pass to Labissiere. Kicks to Teague. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Temple. Pass to Clemens. Here's Claxton, defended by Labissiere. Claxton no good. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Hawks. Banked in off the glass. Teague's got 10 points here in the second half.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
Clemens. Teague covering. Pass to Claxton. Steve, you know, there is some hostility we're finding between the media, some teams and players, boycotting of certain journalists. Coach Steve Kerr said it's a dangerous situation. What's your view?
You know, I think it is from a standpoint from a players and organizations with the media, but I think also the media, somebody's going to have to police those guys as well. We got to have it where we're both on the same team. You might not agree, but you got to be on the same team.
I agree. Here's Temple. Clemens. Teague covering. The floater. It's Dedmon with the rebound. 35 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Second chance shot, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And he knocks down the first one. Odions Kurucs. He's checked in for Garrett Temple. And so he hits both. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Pass to Clemens. About 7 seconds separating the
The 7'4" wingspan of Dedmon, hard to get your shot over that.
A nice shot by Teague. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, you guys were down early, but you came back. At what point did you take over the game?
I think we still came out a little flat at the beginning of the game, but, you know, we got ourselves together, gathered ourselves, and we know that, you know, in order to win games and championships, we have to come out and get stops. So that's what we did.
And that turned things around, DeAndre. Thank you. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.